He rebuilt a ruined republic, commands his own loyalist army, and swears absolute fealty to the Kremlin, yet stands accused of torture, disappearances, and terror. Ramzan Kadyrov's rise from Warlord's son to Chechnya's unchallenged ruler is a story of power traded for loyalty, order built on fear, and a region reshaped around one man. This is the story of Kadyrov, whose ascent reveals the darker bargains that hold modern Russia together. Imagine a leader who rebuilt a war-torn republic, commands his own feared security forces, pledges absolute loyalty to the Kremlin, yet stands accused of some of the most serious human rights abuses in modern Russia. To understand his rise, we begin in Centoroy, now renamed Akhmet-Yurt, where Kadyrov was born on October 5, 1976. His father, Akhmet Kadyrov, was once a separatist mufti during the First Chechen War. During the Second Chechen War, he made a dramatic and pivotal shift to the Russian side. That decision altered the political destiny of Chechnya and laid the foundation for Ramzan's future. In 2004, Akhmet Kadyrov was assassinated in a bombing. Moscow needed someone who could maintain order and loyalty in a region still scarred by conflict. Ramzan stepped forward with remarkable speed. He already commanded the powerful Kadyrovtsy, Chechen militias that fought alongside Russian forces and soon became the core of his personal authority. Officially, these units belonged to Chechnya's interior ministry. In practice, they answered Ramzan alone. By 2007, Vladimir Putin appointed him as president, later titled head of the Chechen Republic. This marked the consolidation of an unwritten bargain. Moscow would provide money, autonomy in internal matters, and political protection. In exchange, Kadyrov offered absolute loyalty and firm control over the region. That arrangement transformed Chechnya. Grozny rose from the ruins of war with new boulevards, glass towers, and the vast Akhmet Kadyrov Mosque. Much of this reconstruction was funded by federal subsidies and opaque financial streams. Across the Republic, a carefully crafted cult of personality took shape. Images of Kadyrov and his late father became part of everyday life, blending Chechen identity, Russian patriotism, and conservative Islamic values. Yet the story of renewal has always been shadowed by serious allegations. Human rights groups accuse Kadyrov's government of disappearances, torture, collective punishment, and extrajudicial killings. Western governments have imposed sanctions on him and some members of his circle. Chechen and Russian authorities deny wrongdoing, but the accusations remain persistent and well documented. One of the most widely condemned episodes involved reports of persecution of LGBTQ people in Chechnya. International organizations accused local authorities of detentions and violence. Kadyrov rejected the claims entirely, insisting such individuals did not exist in the Republic, a statement that only deepened global concern. Despite this, his position within Russia is secure. Kadyrov has styled himself as one of Moscow's most loyal allies. During the invasion of Ukraine, he championed the campaign, deployed his fighters, and used social media to promote them as elite units. Independent analysts, however, questioned how extensively the Kadyrovtsy were used in direct combat. Beyond Russia, Kadyrov maintains connections across the Muslim world. He has built relationships with leaders in countries such as Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates. Chechnya has hosted Islamic conferences that complement Moscow's broader diplomatic ambitions. Rumors about his health emerge regularly, raising questions about succession and the future of a region shaped so completely by a single figure. For many observers, Kadyrov represents a deeper dilemma within the Russian system. Stability is exchanged for autonomy, loyalty for power, and order for the weakening of legal norms. For supporters, he is the man who rebuilt Chechnya. For critics, he remains one of the most contentious figures in Russian politics. Kadyrov's story forces us to consider how far a state may go to maintain control and what happens when one leader becomes the central pillar of an entire region's fate.